Okay, welcome to class, everybody. Hope you enjoyed Michael's class yesterday. It looked pretty busy. Looked like you were doing a lot of great stuff. We got a lot of good work done on Monday. Today is Wednesday, January 11th, as you can see, and I'm now going over the agenda. So what we're going to do first, we're going to pick up where we left off on Monday. I'm going to review our protocol for WhatsApp and Google Classroom. I want to thank Astrid for asking a quick question about Google Classroom, because that's one thing we're going to be going over today. And then I'm going to introduce a thesaurus and show you ways that you can use it to expand your vocabulary. After that, we're going to practice using vocabulary to express our emotions relating to current events. I think I hear a glitch. I'm going to mute somebody. Okay. And then we're going to look at food. So you can see my background. Why did I choose this background? We're going to be looking at one of the most ubiquitous foods around the world, which is universal but different everywhere, like language and culture, and that's pizza around the world. We're going to have a discussion about that. It's going to be it's going to involve a little history and a little culture, a lot of culture, I should say, and that should be fun. Then we'll do a collective reading, and we'll wrap it up with breakout rooms. So that's my plan for today, and I hope you enjoy it. Any questions before we move forward?
Thank you, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning, Faride. Okay, so no questions. Here's what I'm going to review. A few of you missed the second half of the last class. What we finished up with was a discussion of the two platforms, the main platforms we use, WhatsApp and Google Classroom. Our class content, things that we'll read, assignments we complete, that's on Google Classroom. General information, that's on WhatsApp. So we went over some of these WhatsApp messages, and I asked everybody which is appropriate as a direct message and which should be sent to the whole class. So I'm actually going to cold call. That's calling somebody by surprise. A few people who I think missed that part of the class, and then force everybody to talk to one another. Okay. Direct message, that's direct messaging one person. Share with the class means share in the group for WhatsApp. All right. So here we go. Okay. Let's Doris, would you mind being a first volunteer reader?
Yes, teacher. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Doris.
Morning.
Okay, that's the one. Okay, please read right here.
Okay. Teacher, this is the link. This link is not working. Please resend. Thank you.
All right. Now, Chen, my friend. Should we message the whole class or DM? What should we do in this case?
If I were you, I will receive the link, I think.
No, that's not my question. Who could help Chen? Message the whole class or DM?
This is the whole classes, because it's, think about we talk about the link about the class.
Correct, Doris. Yes. All right. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent.
No, teacher, please explain for me.
You got it, Maria. Chen, would you explain to Maria why we send this to the whole class, not direct message?
I'm still wondering about this. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
I can
Um,
explain, teacher.
Beautiful, beautiful. This is why, this is what we did in the second half of the last class. And then, by the way, we also, remember if you watch the recording of class, this is why it's important. If you miss a class, you want to watch the recording because this is what you missed. Okay,
Yes.
so Doris, you want to explain to
Yes.
everybody?
Yes. When you miss the class and you need to send the teacher a message, you can go just for teacher on WhatsApp and send the
Exactly.
message, teacher, I'm not available today to join the class. And
Exactly.
when you need to talk about the class and you know the other person on the class to know about who you talk, and you send for the group on the class and level BA, you can send a message, say, teacher, the links don't work, and someone's help you or teachers help you.
Exactly.
Thank you,
Exactly.
Dodi.
Bravo, Doris.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, and
Thank you so much.
no, it takes a lot of practice. That's why it takes the first few classes to go over this as practice, and it's a good opportunity to practice with each other. So yes, this is an appropriate message for everybody. And I'm going to review some of the ones we did in the second half of class, but we lost a lot of people at the very end of class on Monday. So we started out with a big group, almost full completely. But then in that last 30 minutes, we went from about 20 people to about 8 people. I was like, where'd everybody go? So that's why I'm reviewing what we did. Because I said, oh, there's a lot of people who missed some important information. So that's what we're doing right now. So direct message just to the teacher, direct communication. If it's something everybody should know, send it to the whole class. And this is something everybody should know. And it will happen very often. Both myself and your other teacher, Michael, we are human beings. You know what that means? We make mistakes. Sometimes we might accidentally send a link that doesn't work. Just tell us and we'll fix it. And that's perfect to send to the whole group. So here's another one.
Teacher.
Teacher,
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
teacher, excuse me, did I make a mistake?
Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Yeah, because yesterday I sent you a message.
Mhm. Yeah,
the
you did.
both- Yeah, because
Let's
probably-
take a look at yours. Absolutely. This is a street, right?
yes.
Sure. I don't think it was really that big a mistake because you didn't reveal any personal information. But yeah, you could have sent it as a direct message. But let's look at your message as a I think you did use a direct message. No, Astrid, yes, you direct messaged me. Yes.
Yes, because I thought it was my fault. I cannot reach.
No, you are fine. You are fine. I replied to you actually, yes. Yeah, you sent me a direct message. So yes. Does everybody see how Astrid sent me a DM right here?
No.
Direct message, just to me. This is only to me.
Okay.
And see how Astrid and I are having a conversation that's not public. Does that,
Okay, yes.
so Astrid, you did not make any mistake at all. You're bravo, Astrid.
Thank you.
Yes.
Teacher, I
Yes.
have a question.
Sure, Doris.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Because I have 2 groups on my WhatsApp. I don't know. That's why I don't know what level that I go.
Oh, okay.
Level
Okay.
608.
Oh, okay,
Um,
Doris, you and I will, I think, yes, you and I will talk about this later. I believe you might be in the wrong one. I'll double check after this.
Okay.
No
Okay.
problem. No problem.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. All right. So, let's see. So yes, that information would be a direct message as well. Lunique, welcome. I see Lunique has just joined us. Welcome, my friend.
How are you, boss?
Okay, see Lunik, I think.
Okay, good morning, teacher.
Good morning, good morning. All right, so.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
New Year. Happy New Year. So let's take a look. Let's get another volunteer reader. Let's see. Here we go. Let's ask Carmen. Would you like to read this one?
Sure.
All right.
Dear teacher, I be being in the bathroom all morning. My stomach is also very upset. I don't think I will be able to turn in my homework on time today.
All right, Carmen, tell us, is this a direct message or is this for the entire group?
This is a direct message.
That is absolutely correct. And I'm going to look for some. Chen, tell us why this is a direct message.
Because this message you just send it directly to the teacher.
Yes, why is that?
Who's the address to teacher?
Because the teacher, the student just report the personal issue to the
Yes.
teacher, I think.
Okay, I realize, I think you're on the subway, are you not?
Yes, I'm still on
Okay,
the
I'll
way.
leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. I'll stop bothering you. But what he said is absolutely right. So anything that's personal information, you have a doctor's appointment, you're having family issues, you're having legal issues, all of life happens. But you want to be very careful not to tell the whole class. And that happens very often. Especially if when you're learning a new language, it's very easy to make a mistake and put the wrong message in the wrong place. So that's why I begin every class for all levels with these exercises. So yes, that's one thing we went over. Good reading, Carmen. Good answering, Chen and Lunique and Doris, everybody. Let's try this one. Direct message or message the whole class. Teacher. Well, actually, who wants to read this one?
Me, teacher.
Go for it.
Okay. Teacher, I got a letter from USA.
USCIS.
USACIS.
Whoops.
Oh, what happened?
Oops, sorry. Ah, my slides bounced. I apologize. All right. Mhm.
Thanks. Okay. They told me I have 30 days to leave the country. What do I do?
What do I do? All right. So Fride, would this be for the whole class or would this be a direct message?
Direct message.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So yes, this is even though I did this at the end of class last week, it's on Monday. It's on the recording. I always want to go over this so that everybody knows. Personal information, direct message to the teacher. Do not share your personal information with the whole class. That's all. So let's move on. All right. Let's see. Here we go. These are two tools that we use in our reading and our writing. Let's take a look at and let's identify what they are. Not all languages have both. Here we go. Who could tell me what is this?
Is it dictionary?
A dictionary. All right. Who could tell me what you use a dictionary for?
Just
one book. Okay.
Or anybody? We could practice the hand raising emoji,
okay.
or you could turn your camera on and raise your hand. Either way.
Because
Go for it, Lunique. Yeah.
because it said exactly dictionary. It's right dictionary.
What is a dictionary? What do you use it for?
Dictionary is a combination of the words of the language.
It's got a lot of words. Both of these have a lot of words. Carmen, tell us,
Yeah.
what is the dictionary used for?
The dictionary is a book where you can go and look for any word you don't have the means, the signification, I can say, and
Means
you can find what it means every word.
Correct. Correct. So a dictionary is when you see a word you don't know and you want to know what it means. So this is where it's a book of definitions.
Definitions. Thank you
Definitions. You're most
for that
welcome.
word.
Yep, yep. And I'm actually going to leave my slides right here to show you that usually I just explain this, but every year the Oxford English Dictionary adds new words. One thing that makes this language quite different. New Oxford English Dictionary words every single year. All right. Updates to the Oxford English Dictionary. Here we go. 2022. All right. Here are words that are now official part of the English language. Let me just blow this up for if anybody's looking on a small screen. This I'm going to make sure you can read it. New words that have been added to the dictionary this year. Okay. Some of these are phrases. Some of them I've never heard of this one. Okay. Trequarista. Influencer. Ah, yes. Who could tell me what is an influencer?
People on internet influence about something, then I'm a little influencer because
Mm-hmm.
I had a car accident at 7 years old. I'm motivation people to
Oh.
have powerful and don't have limitation about your limitation.
Mhm.
That's why I motivate another people to join life and do what he wants.
Okay.
This is the influencer.
All right. I just double checked, Doris, you actually are in
Okay.
level 6B, but the first week of class, it's introductory work. You're most welcome here. So everybody, Doris is in another class, but she's still your classmate. You get to make a new friend for the day.
Okay.
You get to make a new friend for the day. So yes, Doris is absolutely right. Is anyone else an influencer on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that? If you're not an influencer, you're probably follow some other influencers. Anybody follow an influencer on your WeChat, your Twitter, whatever it is you use to get your information?
Nope.
Nobody? Okay. But yes, that's an influencer. It's a person who produces content online and influences their audience. I have a YouTube channel for my class. I like to think we are all influencers in that. Blog post is a phrase, a blog post. Let's see. Other new words for, let's see. Anyway, the reason I went to that is because because English moves, new words are added to the dictionary every year. Here are some of the entries for 2021. Anti-vaxxer, people who refuse to get vaccinated. An anti-vaxxer. That's actually a word in the dictionary. Interesting. Beasting. Wow. That's yeah. And as an adjective, that's oftentimes used in sports. So the dictionary is used for definitions of words. Now I'm going to show you what is a thesaurus. Okay. Does anybody already know what is a thesaurus? We know a dictionary is where you go to find the definitions of words. Who could tell me what is the thesaurus?
So is the dictionary?
Nope, they're not the same.
Okay.
Not at all the same.
No, I don't have idea, teacher.
You got, that means I have a job. I love it. When I ask a question and I hear silence, that means I have something to teach you.
Is there
It's
dictionary about the
Synonyms, yes, synonyms. Yes. The word that she said was this. Everybody, if you, this is a good thing to take notes of. You're not going to be quizzed, but synonyms. Synonyms. Here we go.
Only synonyms, teacher, don't have antonyms.
They actually do have antonyms. Very impressive, Faride. Synonyms. Faride, you can tell everybody what an antonym is later, but first, I want somebody to try to think, what is a synonym? What does it mean if a word is synonymous?
It's like a similar means about the
Correct. Synonymous. Right. Exactly. Who can think of something that is synonymous? My job title, these are synonyms. Teacher, what's another word?
Professor?
Professor, yeah, there you go. So if I say teacher, professor, educator, professor, instructor, actor, well, not an actor, but that's not,
Mentor.
but what do all these words have in common? Teacher, educator, instructor.
Yes,
Professor.
mentor.
What do they have in common? What are they different from each other? Or are they
Teacher.
similar?
Teacher.
They're similar. They all
Exactly.
do the same work or the same job.
Exactly.
Well, like a
Exactly.
similar job.
Yeah, right. They're all very similar. So a thesaurus is a book of synonyms. It's a book of synonyms. When you are looking for the right word particularly in your writing, you won't do as much writing in this class, but more so with your speaking. When you want to express yourself, you want to have a big vocabulary, to have the correct emotion, to really communicate what you want to say and what's going on. And these are great tools. So having a vocabulary to allow yourself to communicate and express your emotions is a very powerful tool in this society. And that's what we're going to work with today. So if a synonym means something that is similar or the same, Faride, tell us what is an antonym.
Antonym is
Yeah.
the opposite, the meaning
Correct.
about any word.
Yeah, so I basically, if I am looking at sad, if I'm looking for a synonym of sad, I might find words like depressed or
Down. Yes.
down. Yeah, exactly. So an antonym of sad would be
Happy, teacher.
happy. Exactly. So synonyms are the same, antonyms are the opposite. And a thesaurus will give you synonyms and antonyms. I'm going to show you right now. We're going to look at a current event. Here we go. Who here knows this story? Doris, we used this for an exercise yesterday, so don't shout it out. Who is familiar with this story? This is a major event in American sports.
A football player.
Mhm. That's right. He's a football player. That's a good start. So American football, it's similar to rugby, and in some ways a little bit similar to soccer in that you move a ball up and down a field. But a player was hurt and he almost died.
A motivational.
So I'm going to say this again. A player was hurt and almost died. And millions of people were watching. What are some words, some emotions that you might use when a whole country is watching somebody almost die, but then they live? What are some words that we could come up with? Think for a minute. Let's embrace the silence. Almost die, but they live.
Brave. I think it's
Survivor?
survival.
Astrid, you were looking at Google Classroom, that vocabulary list. Did you find any new words that you would use to describe a story like that? Someone almost dies, but they live.
No, teacher.
Okay, no worries. We will go over it together. So here is the story. Okay. If you may, wherever you are, make sure that you can hear what's going on. If you're walking down the street or in a car, make sure you can listen to the audio clearly.
We're following some late-breaking and upsetting news out of Cincinnati tonight. This is actually something that's just happened at the Monday Night Football game tonight between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. It happened right before the top of the hour. It was in the first quarter of the game. A safety for the Buffalo Bills named Damar Hamlin, he's in the number 3 jersey in white there. He made a tackle against another player, and then he fell to the ground. We'll show you that again. He tackles the gentleman number 85 in the dark colored jersey from the Bengals. He stands up and then he collapses backwards. Mr. Hamlin is 24 years old. Again, his name is Damar Hamlin. He's been in the league for 2 years. After he fell over backwards here following this tackle, he was unresponsive thereafter, which immediately became clear it was quite an emergency. First responders came onto the field, including in an ambulance. Players surrounded him and knelt on the field. Medics administered CPR for what ESPN described as, quote, many, many minutes out on the field. He was given oxygen. There was one report in the New York Times that he appears to have been given an IV, although that is unconfirmed by any other source. They eventually took him off the field in the ambulance, which left the stadium at 9:25 p.m. So Mr. Hamlin's status at this moment, again, is unclear. He is 24 years old. This game is suspended. ESPN reports that the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, is in contact with officials on site about how to proceed tonight, whether they're going to restart the game. Hard to imagine that they will. But this was just an incredibly scary moment tonight. We will keep you posted as we know more. But joining us now is William.
So 1 week later, he is taken to the hospital. His heart was able to be revived. His heart stopped, and then they were able to, they had the equipment there to revive his heart. It's still a mystery exactly what went wrong, but he is alive. And he was watching the game from the next game from the hospital when they played our local team, the Patriots, and beat the Patriots this past Sunday.
Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin cheers on his teammates as they take the field for the first time since he suffered cardiac arrest. On January 8th, 6 days after Damar's on-field medical emergency, he posts on Twitter, quote, "It's game day and there's nothing I want more than to be running out that tunnel with my brothers. God's using me in a different way today. Tell someone you love them today." The Bills enter the field at Highmark Stadium wearing patches with DeMar's number 3 on their jerseys, as some players carry flags and wear t-shirts with the words "Pray for DeMar." Bills quarterback Josh Allen also gives his teammates this inspiring message before the game.
Hey, they always say don't play for the name on the back, you play for the name on the front. Pretty special to play for that number on the front too. All right, go get one done. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Ahead of the national anthem, the Bills stadium announcer delivers a rousing tribute as well.
So this was 1 week later, and it was a pretty close game. And up until the last part of the game, if you follow football, the Patriots had tied it up, but the Bills scored 2 more touchdowns and won. And they will definitely move on, be a contender in the playoffs. So an athlete, very young man, almost dies. His heart stops while millions of people are watching. He is revived and he lives. And there's a lot of emotions that you need going on. So you definitely need a bigger vocabulary to tell that story and to talk to other Americans about current events. So
We're following
Buffalo Bills say
late breaking and
how do you build that type of vocabulary? Astrid, are you able to hear and see clearly?
Yes, now, because I had a problem with my.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
no problem. I just want to make sure, because now I'm going to do exactly what I promised. All right, so here we have our class, and this is what I posted. So a little bit different. So I used the same event, but I didn't post. It's quite a little bit different from what I posted for your class, Doris. So you've gotten a head start. We talked about the same event, but we're doing a few different things with it. So it's not 100% the same. Here we have on Google Classroom a vocabulary list, and I use the Google Classroom stream. So when you open up your Google Classroom page, you'll find this PDF file, and you can see many, many words. Now, if you open it up, you can, well, actually, you can open it up as a PDF or a Google Doc. I will open it up right here as the PDF file on my screen. And you can see many, many new and exciting words that you can use to express emotions in a complex situation. So, Astrid, yes.
Yes, this is my point. When I open it, I cannot find the first page to look at it, the vocabulary. I cannot, I saw only the agenda. I cannot find those.
Okay, well, this is what I'll go over right here. When you, okay, so everybody tell me, here we go. Let's look at our Google Classroom page. Okay, this is the stream right here. When you open up to the Google Classroom page, do you see this most recent post from 2 days ago, January 9th?
The first day when I opened it, I saw it, but now I cannot see this page.
I would say, so you're saying now you only see the schedule from January that I posted on January 6th? My question is, you only see this, but not this?
I got the that page and I printed out the vocabulary.
Right. So Astrid, what I suggest you do is go to, are you on your phone or another device?
I'm on the phone and my computer too.
Okay. So what you want to do is go back to the main page. Go back to the main page and you'll see just level 6A, and that should show you everything. So go back to the main page and see if that brings you back to what you're to see the full stream, because I've only made 2 posts here. I see two people just raise their hands. Maria.
Teacher, sorry, but I don't have the Google Classroom.
That's not a problem. That's what the first week is all about. So let me see if you have already joined.
Yeah, the teacher sent us in WhatsApp.
Correct.
The teacher sent us a link. You need to check the link in the conversation and you need to go. Just check the link and you can see the information about it.
Correct. And this is not uncommon. This is what we do in the first week. We go over the mechanics of everything. So right now, this is when I resend it. So Doris, you are actually in the wrong class. So watch this, Doris.
Yes, that's why I really
Yeah,
see.
you joined two of my classes, but you were in this class last semester. I don't think I took you out. So that's my fault.
Okay.
So I think I left you in the WhatsApp group, but it's okay. Well, always happy to see you nonetheless. So I'm going to remove you. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Oh,
Yes. Teacher, I resend it.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Was that who was that? Johan?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Johan.
Does everybody, Maria, do you see what Johan just resent for everybody?
You're welcome. You need everyone. You need to check the link and
correct.
There can see about the vocabulary and any information about this class.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Johan. You made my life a little easier. So Maria, you today want to join the Google Classroom page, and once you join, you'll see your name here. And let me take a look.
Yes, teacher, I send in the moment. Thank you.
No problem. And I'm going to ask everybody else, does anybody else need to join the Google Classroom page? If you don't see your name here, then you need to join. Let's see. Do we have Andres?
Okay.
Yes, we do. Beautiful. Okay.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
No problem. And we've got Lunique. Lunique, I don't think you have joined yet. So definitely, Lunique, you want to join, my friend. All right. So I think we got everybody now but Lunique. So Lunique, you definitely want to join. All right.
I'm studying now. It's okay. I'm studying on my telephone.
Beautiful. And I'm going to go back to Astrid. Astrid, are you able to see this post on the stream right here? Oh, you did. Got it. Yes, thank you. Just when I asked Astrid. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to give Astrid a star right there. Yes, Astrid now can see the post.
Thank
Beautiful.
you, teacher.
Do you see the mind, teacher?
Do I see yours? Okay, let's take a look. To see if Lunique joined, I'm going to refresh the Google Classroom page. Lunique, Mr. Yo-Yo, not yet. But take your time. It's okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to vocabulary. So I gave everybody a list of different words to express emotions. And we're going to look at some of them right now. So a situation where someone almost dies, they stop moving, but they are essentially brought to life. Their heart is revived and everybody's watching on TV and they live. There's a lot going on. We have some simple words: caring, depression, inadequate, fear, confusion, hurt, anger, loneliness. But then below we have synonyms. Does everybody see how these words below are synonyms? A synonym of confusion. Everybody, I'm gonna read these first 6 words, and I'd like everybody to follow my pronunciation. Okay, here we go. Baffled.
Baffled.
Okay, let's hear
Baffled.
everybody. Baffled.
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 There we go.
Baffled.
Befuddled.
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 Excellent. Chaotic.
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 Good. Chaotic.
Chaotic.
Confounded.
Confounded.
Beautiful.
Confounded.
Confused.
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 Flustered.
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 Lost.
Flustered.
And there's more. If you look further down here, we have bewildered,
Bewildered.
Bewildered.
puzzled,
Puzzled.
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 puzzled. Yes. So here's a quick question. If all of these words mean the same thing, why do we need so many words to say the same thing? Why not just use one word again and again?
I think so. It's because it's a different ways to expressions and different situations.
Exactly. Exactly. In a different situation, you want to choose the right word to genuinely express how you feel or what's going on. And what we learned about English is that there are new words every year. Language changes in 2021, 2022. The end of this year, there will be more words added to this dictionary. And there are words that people stop using over time. The way people spoke 100 years ago, 200 years ago is completely different than the way people speak today. So as language moves, we want to move with language and continue and live our lives being able to express ourselves appropriately. So that's why it's important to build a vocabulary throughout your life and throughout your learning process. So now I'm going to show you, use the WhatsApp group and send everybody a direct message to show everyone a story of the first thesaurus. Here we go. The very first thesaurus here we go. Here we go. One moment. And I'm going to give this as an example of when you would send a message to the group. If it's relating to the whole class, Johan sent the Google Classroom information to the whole group. Great example for the whole group. So I'm writing, here is the story of the first thesaurus. Okay. All right. So take a look right here. This is it. All right. Okay. And
Peter?
that's it. Now I'm going to open it up. And here is
Yes,
the
Peter.
story. There it is.
Peter loved lists. Lists of Latin words, lists of ideas, lists of elements, weather and plants. Words, Peter learned, were powerful things. And when he put them in long, neat rows, he felt as if the world itself clicked into order. If only all the ideas in the world could be found in one place, he thought, then everyone would have one book where they could find the best word, the one that really fit. Peter carried this idea with him like a secret treasure. When Peter grew up, he gave lectures with the aid of his big book of word lists. But he wanted to share the power of words. so he published his book. This was the very first thesaurus. Thanks to Peter Marc Roget, today you can always find the right word.
So simple story, little cartoon, but that's the reason why there is a thesaurus. So Peter Marc Roget, he was a lecturer, a teacher, and he was always writing down lists of words like this. But instead of carrying a long list of words when you're writing, you can just look at a thesaurus. And now you can use this resource. And I want to get everybody to get familiar with this. When you are trying to communicate, you're speaking about a situation that's going on, look for different words to express yourself. Doris, you said you are an influencer.
Yes, teacher.
What's one of your recent videos that you've posted on Instagram? What is something you've talked about?
I post about my New Year, me and my son and my friend. But sometimes I post when I cook, when I clean, accessibility, because in my country we don't have more accessibility for people in the wheelchair.
Yes, correct.
I try to
So,
talk about motivation people, then have a same capacity about when I have. Yes,
You know, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Right now, level 6B is doing an in-person class, but the building is not, the building has wheelchair access, but it's around the back. And it's in Jamaica Plain. Can you tell us, would it be feasible for you to get to that building today for class or no?
I saw the picture in the group, in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it's the Jamaica plan because I think in the United States you have more accessibility than in my country, but it's a very problem with when you go around, you don't see accessibility because you feel no included in the social. That's why it's hard.
Yeah.
And sometimes the building, the whole building, you don't have accessibility, but when people try to make you more comfortable to go there, because I go around to Boston and I go to the ice cream store, and we don't have a stairs, but I can go to inside the store, and we have a bill doorbell, and you can ring and ask where you want, and people can go outside to give you what you want.
So that, let's look at that word accessible.
Yes.
Accessible. Now you use the word when you're communicating, you want to know if it's accessible.
Yes. Accessible.
All right, so here are synonyms for the word accessible. ACC, got that second C in there. Accessible. All right, so here we go. I prefer the online version of the thesaurus to the book version because they're color coded.
Yes.
Here we go. Available, handy, reachable, usable. Doris, take one of these words and think of how you might use one of these words in your next post on Instagram.
Okay. Employee. Susceptible. I think is
Susceptible, okay.
yeah.
Susceptible, here's synonyms of susceptible. That means vulnerable, easy, impressionable, inclined. So susceptible, that means something is likely to happen.
Yes.
Reachable, usable. So I'll ask the question: Is the building in Jamaica Plain, 19 St. Joseph Street, reachable for you?
No.
Okay, so now you can answer that question using one of these synonyms.
The bill is not available for me because it has the steps. That's why I can go because I am on a wheelchair.
Correct.
Not a ramp or the elevator.
Yes. The building actually does around the corner have a ramp, but it's a long ramp. So you have to go around the corner, and it's like a ramp that goes like this. You have to go up and down, like kind of like that. So yep. So that is it would take some time, but for practicing vocabulary, that's perfect. This is a great way to use the thesaurus. Before we take a break, let's get a few others. Let's see. Andres, what's a word that an English word that you find yourself using throughout your daily life in this country?
Available.
Available. Okay, available.
Yeah.
I'm thinking let's find something a little. Okay. Yeah.
Because teacher, yesterday I talked with the teacher Michael, and I'm barber, and sometimes a lot of clients call me. I'm sorry, but you have available today for one.
Okay. How about I conjugate the word? How about instead of the adjective available, I'll say availability. So if somebody's calling you for a haircut, do you have availability on Friday?
Yes, sir.
Here are some commonly used words for your profession. Vacancy, possibility, time, opportunity. This is a colloquial word, squeak. Squeak is an onomatopoeia, which means it's a word for a sound, like a squeaking sound. But it's also a verb. I can squeak you in at 11:30 tomorrow for a haircut. Do you have availability on Friday? Yeah, I can squeak you in at 12:30 on Friday. Something like that. That's how that would be used as a synonym of availability. So yeah, very useful tool for everybody. We're going to take a break.
I never use a squeak, but right now I use it too much.
Okay. That's why you want to build the vocabulary. All right, everybody. We are at the 1 hour mark. It's time to take our break. Here we go. Stopwatch. Okay, everybody. 10 minutes. All right. Take a break, grab a cup of coffee, do what you need to do.
Thank you, teacher.
You're most welcome. Mm-hmm. Okay, everybody, now we are going to go back to the Google Classroom page. And before we do, I want to just check and see, make sure everyone has returned. All right. So please either just turn your camera on or give a hand raising emoji so I know you have returned. Stride, oh yes, there's a Stride, Carmen. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Chen. Thank you, Johan. Thank you, Lunique. Excellent. Beautiful. So now what we are going to do is this. everyone's got this list of emotional vocabulary words that we looked at. And we saw how to use a thesaurus. I want to challenge everybody to use a new word to describe the situation that we looked at right here. What we just watched just before the break, a young man who almost died in the middle of a football game, but then he lived. Use some of these vocabulary words to express yourself. And right here, explain it in a complete sentence using the Google Classroom stream. So this is a challenge for everybody. Use the Google Classroom stream and explain in a complete sentence what happened, what's going on, and use the appropriate vocabulary words. First, we're going to go into breakout rooms, and I'm going to split everyone into several groups to talk about it. I'll play the video one more time so you can have it fresh in your mind. Here it is.
We're following some late-breaking and upsetting news out of Cincinnati tonight. This is actually something that's just happened at the Monday Night Football game tonight between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. It happened right before the top of the hour. It was in the first quarter of the game. A safety for the Buffalo Bills named Damar Hamlin, he's in the number 3 jersey in white there. He made a tackle against another player, and then he fell to the ground. We'll show you that again. He tackles the gentleman number 85 in the dark colored jersey from the Bengals. He stands up, and then he collapses backwards. Mr. Hamlin is 24 years old. Again, his name is Damar Hamlin. He's been in the league for 2 years. After he fell over backwards here following this tackle, he was unresponsive thereafter, which immediately became clear it was quite an emergency. First responders came onto the field, including in an ambulance. Players surrounded him and knelt on the field. Medics administered CPR for what ESPN described as, quote, many, many minutes out on the field. He was given oxygen. There was one report in the New York Times that he appears to have been given an IV, although that is unconfirmed by any other source. They eventually took him off the field in the ambulance, which left the stadium at 9:25 p.m. So Mr. Hamlin's status at this moment, again, is unclear. He is 24 years old. This game is suspended.
So when we are expressing ourselves, the looks on the other players' faces right there, his teammates, say a lot. And we want to be able to use this vocabulary to tell the story of what's going on. So by the end of class today, I want to have several comments here, complete sentences using this emotional vocabulary. But first, we're going into breakout rooms to explain what is going on. Here we go. All right, so.
Excuse me, teacher, I have a question.
Yes, Carmen.
I've been having a problem with my phone, so I didn't get the first part when you explained what we had to do on the Google Classroom.
Okay.
The sentence.
I will ask when you go into breakout rooms, one of your classmates will be able to fill you in.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. Here we go. So let's look at the number of people. Let's do 2 breakout rooms. Here we go. Okay, you can join your breakout rooms now. And go. Okay, everybody can join your breakout rooms. So good work, Marcelo, and everybody else.
That's right, teacher.
That's correct. Everybody, we're writing right here. So we're writing collectively. Andres, nice work. Oh. Thank you, Andres, but try to use some of these vocab words to explain. You're welcome. In one breakout room, I explained some of the rules in football, American football, I should say.
No, teacher, thank you, because right now I understand too much.
Oh, good, good.
Oh, a lot of right now. I lay right now and watch a game. Maybe tonight. I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe tonight.
That's
Thank you,
great.
teacher.
You're welcome. All right, we got Maria. Oh, beautiful writing, Maria. The players felt hopeless for this unexpected moment. That's good writing, Maria. Nice. That really puts us in the moment, explains what happened. It's true.
I try to write. I can't.
Okay. Are you writing in Google Classroom?
And Google Classroom.
Correct. The reason we're doing Google Classroom is so that we can compare together. So there we go. So it's really nice when I look at all the students' work together. There we go. This is good. Astrid, beautiful. Okay. What happened in this stadium this day? It was a chaotic situation. Everyone was shocked and devastated. Nice job using some of that vocabulary. Beautiful work. Nice job. So this is it. This is good. Everyone's working together. I like it. And if you want, you can comment on other students' writing. So let's say if Andres wants to leave a comment for Astrid, you can do that by pressing the arrow there and then writing a comment.
When you say teacher, I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh, I'm saying you can not only write what you want to say, you can comment on what somebody else wrote as well. So I'm going to check on everybody else just to see if anybody needs help. Just let's see. Carmen, are you okay?
Yeah, can you remind? No.
No, I just wanted to make sure. Are you able
I
to
write one of those
right. Are you? Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. There it is. Beautiful. That was you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. I'm sorry.
I thought it was in the
I was asking my mistake. You already wrote yours. Let's see. We've heard from Andres. Faride, are you able to write yours?
I try, teacher, right now.
Okay. Shen, how about you? Let me know what's going on, Chen.
Oh, yes, Professor. I just posted it.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, except you got, this is a good word, except wrong sport. Did you use the Baidu Translate for this? It's American football, different than rugby.
Oh, maybe
it's okay. Different
it's
than rugby.
wrong understanding.
It's okay. Rugby is a whole different game. They're similar, but it's the word. This is good. Everyone was befuddled. That's very good. Excellent, right there. So I'm going to give you a star right there. One player fell to the ground in a rugby game. It's just the wrong sport. This is a different sport. That's okay. No problem. Good work, Chen. Nice job. Johan, are you okay? Can you make a comment?
What do you say, teacher?
Oh, I just didn't see you up here. Are you able to add yours into the chat? I was asking, not just you, every student.
Teacher, do you saw my sentence?
I do. The people who were watching the
Can you
game
tell
were
me?
shocked with this unexpected situation. Yes, I will help you with a little bit of the grammar
Okay,
here.
okay.
You got it. Here we go. The people who I think you meant to say watched or were watching.
We're watching.
Were watching, or you can even say the people watching. You don't even you can make it more
It
simple
was
than
an
that.
age between the, okay.
Yeah, and then you want to say were shocked because was is singular, were is plural. Like the whole country was
Okay.
watching it, so it's millions of people are watching it, not just
Okay.
I was, we were, they were, plural.
Teacher, I sent my explain. I think I sent for the level 6B.
Oh yeah, no, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
Okay, thank you.
That's absolutely perfect because I did this exercise with your class as well.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Okay.
So yeah, no worries. Thank you so much, Doris.
You're welcome.
All right. Let's see. Great job with new vocabulary word Chen. Shocked, devastated, astrid. Very nice. Unexpected. Good writing there, Maria. And Andres is starting to really enjoy the game. Andres, you might want to have a Super Bowl party. That's the most.
Yes,
The after the playoffs when the last two teams play, that most Americans are watching TV and eating. The Super Bowl party is a part of the culture. You get lots of food together and have your friends over to eat and watch the game.
Are you sure? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can too.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. All right, Fride, the players are impressed for this situation about your partner. So we want to have, instead of impressed, this is where we can say we're affected. Okay. Like there was influenced. So the players were affected. Impressed is usually something that we mean for a happy situation, positive. Or you could say it left an impression, definitely.
Okay.
And then you want to say third person, their partner, their teammate. Yes, okay, good work, everybody. Okay, so I'm just going to give everybody an applause. If you could add an applause emoji, thumbs up, everybody. Mission accomplished. Everyone has learned some new vocabulary and done this exercise together. Good work. So now I'm going to introduce you to the next order of business. Here we are. The reason I have this background is this. Here we go. Okay, for our next exercise, we will read a story about the origin of pizza. So this will have a lot of history and a lot of culture involved. Okay. A lot of history and culture to share with this one food. All right. So this is what we're going to use for the next discussion together. All right. So here another PDF document, the history of pizza. And we can use this next time for our next class. Here is how I'm going to introduce this topic. I introduced this with a question. Okay. Here is, pizza is simple. It's dough and something on top. Dough, sauce, cheese, maybe, but not everywhere. Chen, you know that I used to live where you are from, in Guangdong province. When I first came to China and I saw pizza, I said, wow, that's very different. And that's the experience everybody has when they change countries. It's a simple food that's gone around the world, and it is different everywhere. And it's often a reflection of local culture. Here is pizza in India, very common to add curry, potatoes, spinach. Here is pizza in Brazil, very common to add boiled eggs, pulled pork, shredded meat, quite different than what you see in the United States. Here's pizza in Mexico. Mexico is the second largest consumer of pizza, and it's quite different. So I want to hear from everybody. When you came to America, were you able to find the pizza that you liked, that you knew, that you recognized? Or did you have to adjust the way we adjust to everything when we change countries? Tell me everything.
Can I speak?
Absolutely, Carmen, tell us.
Yes. When I first came to this country, I couldn't find the pizza who I usually eat on my country. So I had to adjust to the pepperoni pizza, cheese pizza.
Yeah, that's what Americans put on pizza. Americans love that.
Yep.
Carmen, remind us where you're from.
I'm from Mexico.
Okay, tell us what is the pizza you know and love in Mexico?
Yeah, and now it's more easy because everything is changing. So a lot of the places for the pizza restaurant, pizza restaurant, now they start selling like other countries' food. So now I can find my jalapeno pizza, buffalo pizza. Yeah.
You like buffalo pizza? Is buffalo pizza common in America?
Chicken.
Can you get it is that popular in Mexico?
It is. It's
really
popular.
Wow.
Yes. It's the buffalo chicken.
I love buffalo chicken pizza. I love it.
Yeah.
I can
yeah. That's one other one, and another one is the jalapeno. A steak jalapeno or chicken jalapeno. But not everybody has it. I live in Lynn. It's only one place, but I can find that pizza. It's only one place. And the buffalo one, I get it at New Hampshire.
Really?
It wasn't in here.
I love that. See, you have to get close to Canada to find the Mexican pizza.
Yes. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Let's hear from somebody else from another country. Okay, so we've got the Mexican perspective. Johan, Lunique, Chen, Maria, anybody, have you been able to find your pizza in America?
Me, teacher.
Doris, tell us everything.
In the picture, you can Brazilian picture of the pizza. The name of this pizza is a Portuguese pizza.
Yes, yes.
In Brazil.
Wait, have you're not from Brazil though, but you like Brazilian pizza?
I lived in Brazil for 10 years.
I did not know that. Wow. Wow.
Yes, Rio de Janeiro.
Wow. So in Brazil, you started to fall in love with that flavor of pizza.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing. Let's hear from, yeah.
In Portugal and Brazil, then Cape Verde.
Wow. Oh, yeah. That makes sense because the Portuguese influence in Cape Verde. That makes perfect sense. Yes, the Portuguese influence in both places.
I went to college in Brazil.
Is Cape Verdean pizza similar to the Brazilian pizza?
Yes.
Makes perfect sense. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Doris.
You're welcome.
Let's hear from somebody else.
Okay.
Johan.
Yes. The Colombian pizza. I am from Colombia, so the Colombian pizza in my city, the name is Pizza Paisa. Paisa is the name of the people of the region, of the area. So the pizza there is like with sweet corn.
Ah, Oh yeah, the corn. You use a lot of the corn in
Yeah, the
Colombian
little
dish.
the little
Yeah,
corn,
yeah.
the sweet
Mhm.
corn, and
Yeah.
avocado and pork belly fry.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, that's really really good. It's just for the city because it's like paisa, another plate. But the another plate is like bandeja paisa. Bandeja
Mhm.
paisa is the name of the plate, mm, the
Mm.
most famous plate in Colombia. Is beans with pork belly, rice, avocado, and arepas. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really
yeah.
really nice. The pizza there is the very Colombian pizza.
Beautiful. So this is a perfect way to end class today. Everybody, we're going to start class next week by talking about the pizza that you know, where you in a place that you've lived, and adjusting to the way Americans eat their pizza. And think about how to describe the way everybody here has who's just shared has described pizza where they are from. That's where we're going to begin class next week on Monday, the next time we meet. You have a day off tomorrow, and then Michael will give you a different assignment for Friday. But we will meet back here on Zoom. This will be my class, same link, same Zoom link on Monday. And the last thing I'm going to show you is the history. What I just put on
Teacher,
Google. Yes.
excuse me, teacher. I saw the schedule, and the schedule says it's gonna be
Here's the schedule.
Yes.
a holiday,
Oh,
and
you're
it says
right.
no school.
Thank you. I forgot. Never. Let's see. Holiday. Yes, that is
It's
correct.
Martin
Okay.
Luther King Jr.
I totally forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Not Monday, a week from today, Wednesday. I appreciate that. Good thinking. Good thinking. I forgot all about that. So we're going to meet back here on Wednesday. Thank you. Was that Carmen who just reminded me?
Yes,
I have a question, teacher.
that's
Yes.
me.
Thank you, Carmen. Yes.
Yeah, the assignment for the task Friday is for here for the Google or for WhatsApp.
Michael, that will be a question from Michael. He will give it to you.
Okay.
So Michael will let you know. Michael will post it.
Oh, we need to ask Michael, or we need
Yeah, if he hasn't posted it yet, he will.
Okay. Thank
He'll
you,
give it
teacher.
to you. You're most welcome. Let's see. Okay, here it is. So where'd it go? Okay, here it is. So here is the most recent, the reading about the history of pizza. We'll go over this next week, but we can start it right now and you can practice on your own. Where did it come from? What's it all about? Does anybody want to read?
I can read it.
Go for it, Carmen.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay. Pizza. The story of modern pizza, as we know, began in Naples, Italy, in the late 1800s. Bakery fields Esposito is usually given credit for baking the first pizza with tomato sauce, cheese, and toppings. According to legend, pizza was popularized when Esposito was asked to make a pizza for Italian King Umberto.
Umberto the First.
Umberto the First. And Queen Margherita. When the royal pair visited Naples in 1889, Esposito allegedly baked 3 different pizzas. The queen's favorite was the one in which Esposito had designed in honor of Italy's red, white, and green flag. It has basil, mozzarella cheese, and tomato sauce. Esposito named it Pizza Margherita in her honor.
Beautiful. Excellent job. Excellent reading. So here's the word legend. According to legend, what does that mean? Does it mean it's absolutely true? No debate? or does it mean something else?
It's not totally neutral when they say legend.
It's flexible. It's like, well,
Yes,
maybe.
no. Yeah.
Legend, according to legend, means it's what a lot of people believe, but it's hard to prove. That's exactly, that's what that means, according to legend. But if you do, in most parts of the world, if you see pizza margherita, and it's got those three things, the mozzarella cheese, the tomato sauce, and the basil leaves, that's the pizza margherita known for Queen Margarita. That is true. So there we go. We'll read more, we'll talk more next week, and be prepared to describe what pizza you are familiar with and your adventures in a new country with different pizza. All right, so we'll stop right here and end the class today.
Will
Bye
be
bye.
like a pizza party.
Bye.
Exactly,
Thank
a
you,
pizza
teacher.
party on the internet.
Pizza party on the
Have a
internet.
good day.
There you go.
Bye.
Bye bye,
Pizza
everyone.
tonight with the
Bye.
plate.
Bye. Thank
Sounds
you,
good.
teacher.
Take care, everyone.
Teacher,
Bye-bye.
I know you're
Pizza
gonna bake
tonight with the
pizza because you have the dough.
That's right. That's right.
The game with the
Okay.
pizza is very good.
There you
Bye-bye.
go. Watch the football game and eat the pizza. There you go. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Take
Bye-bye.
care.